In this video, we will talk about caged versus free range, the truth about how chickens are raised. The way chickens are raised significantly impacts their health, the quality of their eggs and meat, and the ethical concerns surrounding modern farming methods. As consumers grow more conscious about their food choices, understanding the differences between caged and free-range systems has become a key focus. These two approaches represent stark contrasts in how chickens live and how farming aligns with consumer expectations for animal welfare and product quality. Caged systems, commonly used in large-scale commercial farming, confine chickens in small, individual spaces where they cannot move freely. This method is often criticized for being inhumane as it limits natural behaviors like spreading wings, dust bathing, or foraging. On the other hand, cage systems provide controlled environments, reducing exposure to predators, diseases, and environmental fluctuations, which some argue leads to higher efficiency and more affordable egg and meat production. In contrast, free-range systems allow chickens to roam outdoors or in spacious areas where they can engage in natural behaviors. This lifestyle contributes to better physical and mental health for the chickens, improving their overall quality of life. Free-range farming is often viewed as more ethical and aligns with the values of consumers who prioritize animal welfare. However, it is not without challenges. Free-range chickens are more exposed to weather extremes, predators, and potential disease outbreaks, making this method more expensive and labor-intensive for farmers. For consumers, the choice between caged and free-range products often comes down to cost and personal values. Caged eggs and meat are typically more affordable but may raise ethical concerns. Free-range products, while more expensive, offer a sense of satisfaction for those who care about the welfare of the animals. This growing interest in animal-friendly farming practices is driving demand for free-range and organic options, encouraging more farmers to adopt these methods despite the higher costs and logistical challenges. Ultimately, both systems have their pros and cons. By understanding the practices behind caged and free-range systems, consumers can make informed decisions that reflect their priorities, whether it's affordability, quality, or ethical considerations. This ongoing discussion highlights the importance of transparency in farming and its role in shaping a more sustainable and humane food system. 1. Understanding caged chickens. Caged chickens are typically housed in battery cages, which are small enclosures designed to hold multiple birds. These cages have been the traditional choice for industrial farming due to their efficiency and cost-effectiveness. However, they have sparked controversy due to animal welfare concerns. Living conditions. In battery cage systems, chickens are confined to small spaces where they cannot move freely or spread their wings. Each bird may have only about the size of an A4 sheet of paper to live in. This lack of mobility can lead to physical health problems such as weak bones and muscle atrophy. Advantages for farmers. Cage systems allow farmers to produce eggs and meat at a lower cost. The controlled environment reduces the risk of disease outbreaks and makes it easier to monitor and manage the birds. Challenges for chickens. Critics argue that cage systems severely restrict natural behaviors, such as dust bathing, perching, and foraging. This lack of stimulation can lead to stress and frustration in the birds. 2. Free-range chickens, a different approach. Free-range systems offer chickens more freedom to roam, either indoors or outdoors, depending on the farm. These systems aim to provide a more natural and humane environment for the birds. Living conditions. Free-range chickens typically have access to open spaces where they can move around, peck at the ground, and engage in natural behaviors. The amount of outdoor access varies by farm and certification standards, but generally, the birds experience greater freedom than their caged counterparts. Benefits for chickens. The ability to roam and express natural behaviors contributes to better physical and mental health. Free-range chickens are less likely to experience the stress and health problems associated with confinement. Advantages for consumers. Eggs and meat from free-range chickens are often marketed as higher quality, with richer flavors and better nutritional profiles. Consumers also feel more comfortable knowing the animals were treated more humanely. 3. Comparing health and nutrition. The conditions in which chickens are raised can influence the quality of their eggs and meat. Egg quality. Studies suggest that eggs from free-range chickens may have higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals compared to those from caged chickens. However, these differences can vary depending on the chicken's diet and living conditions. Meat quality. Free-range chickens may produce leaner and more flavorful meat. The physical activity they get helps improve muscle development, which can lead to better texture and taste. 4. The ethical debate. The ethical treatment of animals is one of the biggest factors driving the free-range movement. Animal welfare concerns. Caged systems are often criticized for prioritizing efficiency over the well-being of the birds. The cramped conditions and lack of environmental enrichment are seen as inhumane. Free-range farming, on the other hand, aligns with ethical practices that prioritize the quality of life for animals. Consumer influence. As more people become aware of animal welfare issues, the demand for free-range products has grown. Consumers are willing to pay a premium for products that align with their values. 5. Environmental impact. The way chickens are raised also affects the environment. Caged systems. Caged farming is more resource efficient, requiring less land and producing fewer greenhouse gas emissions per egg or pound of meat. However, the concentration of waste in one area can lead to environmental pollution. Free-range systems. Free-range farming requires more space and resources, which can lead to higher environmental costs. However, when managed sustainably, these systems can promote better soil health and biodiversity. 6. Economic factors. The cost of raising chickens and producing eggs or meat influences pricing and accessibility. Caged farming. Caged systems are more affordable for farmers, allowing them to sell eggs and meat at lower prices. This makes these products accessible to a wider range of consumers. Free-range farming. The additional space, feed, and labor required for free-range farming increase production costs. As a result, free-range products are typically more expensive. 7. Certification and standards. Understanding labels is important for consumers who want to make informed choices. Caged eggs. These are often labeled as conventional or cage-raised. They are usually the most affordable option. Free-range eggs. Free-range labels indicate that chickens have access to outdoor spaces, but the extent of that access can vary. Certifications like Certified Humane or Animal Welfare Approved provide more assurance about farming practices. 8. Challenges for farmers. Both systems come with unique challenges for farmers. Caged systems. Farmers may face criticism from consumers and advocacy groups for using caged systems. Additionally, laws in some regions are phasing out battery cages, requiring costly transitions to other systems. Free-range systems. Free-range farming involves higher costs and risks, such as predation and exposure to diseases. Maintaining outdoor spaces and managing a larger area can also be labor-intensive. 9. The global perspective. The choice between caged and free-range systems varies by region. In developed countries, there is a growing shift toward free-range farming due to consumer demand and stricter animal welfare regulations. In developing countries, cage systems remain prevalent due to their affordability and efficiency, which are critical for feeding large populations. 10. Balancing ethics, costs, and sustainability. Finding a balance between ethical farming, affordability, and environmental sustainability is a complex challenge. Innovations in farming, such as enriched cages or hybrid systems, aim to address some of these issues by combining the efficiency of cage systems with the welfare benefits of free-range farming. The debate between caged and free-range chicken farming reflects broader concerns about food ethics, quality, and sustainability. While free-range systems offer clear benefits in terms of animal welfare and product quality, they come with higher costs and environmental challenges. On the other hand, cage systems provide affordable options for feeding the masses, but face criticism for compromising animal well-being. For consumers, the choice often comes down to personal values and budget. Understanding the realities of how chickens are raised can help people make informed decisions that align with their priorities, whether they focus on ethics, cost, or environmental impact. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.